said, these are words I have spoken against you, O children of Israel. Read.
Against the whole family.
Against the whole family. All 12 tribes. Read.
Which I brought up from the land of Egypt.
He said, look, I brought you out of Egypt. Remember under Moses, when Moses was saying, let my people go? You remember the story? He brought out the children of Israel, the part of the Red Sea. When they walked in the wilderness, that was the children of Israel who God sent Moses to get out of Egypt.
Right.
He said, look, I brought you out of Egypt. Watch this, read.
Saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth.
What did he just say? What did he just say to the children of Israel? Read it again. Watch this.
You only have I known of all the families of the earth.
What did he say? No, this God's speaking to them. Now, what did he say? Read it again. I want you to listen. Listen good to me, bro. I want to make sure this going. You catching this, all right? I don't want to just shoot through it. Read this.
You only have I known of all the families of the earth.
So he said, look, Israel, you only I brought out of Egypt. Remember he heard that. Then he said, you only have I known of all the families of the earth, meaning all the nations of the earth. You only, there's plenty of nations on the earth. The Esau, that's the white man. Moab, the Chinese man. Ammon, the Japanese man. These different nations, right? But he said, you only, this the Egyptians, they black too. He didn't say the Egyptians. He said who? Israel. So he said, you only, Israel, have I what?
Have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
He said, look, I only know you only. Just because of that, I'm going to punish you for all your sins. So who he dealing with? All nations of the Israelites. He dealing with the Israelites, right? That's why, give me that Psalms 19 and 13 or 12, what did it say? The wicked is thy sword. Psalms 17 and 13. Watch this. Now I ask you a question. Why? Every time we go in the courthouse, we get judged. Boom, 50 years. God said, you only have I known, therefore I'm dealing with you, right? Now he using the white man to do it to us before our disobedience. Watch this. You got it?
Yes, sir. Psalm chapter 17 and verse 13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down.
Look, we plead, cast him down, read.
Deliver my soul from the wicked.
Now we ask, deliver our soul from the wicked. Who is the wicked, read?
Which is thy sword.
He said, my forefather said, Lord, deliver us from the wicked. We understand he your sword or your belt or your instrument to punish us. So we understand, look, why the white man so dang on wicked? Why he do this stuff to us like this? God using them as a sword, as a belt to punish us. Now, what should we do to get from up under that, though? What we got to do, because the white man can't whoop us straight up. He stand right here, we'll box him down. China man come out there, we'll box him down, standing right here. So they can't whoop us hands on. So how can we get them from on top of us then? Just say they're on top of you, you can't get them off you. What you got to do to get them off top of us then? I like that. Deuteronomy 28. I like that. You got good questions, bro. Read this.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Hold on. What he said off rip right there. What's your name again, bro? Billy. I had to make sure. I ain't want to call you nothing else. So he said, read it again. Watch this, Billy. Listen clear.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
He said, look, if you listen good to the voice of the Lord thy God, you hear me? Read it.
To observe and to do all his commandments.
What did he tell us to do? To obey all God's commandments. For instance, give me the beard. I see, this for instance, this is a commandment I see off rip that you can keep. Remember he said, look, you just said, how we get these folks off top of us? Did you just say that? And I said the same thing. Because we want them off us for real, for real.
Right.
Now, God said, look, we got to keep all his commandments, right? I'm going to give you a commandment that you must start keeping as well as I had to start keeping. You with me? Watch this.
Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 27. Ye shall not round the corners of your heads, neither shalt thou mar the corners of thy beard.
Give me the other one. 21 and 5. Watch this. Make it more clear. Watch this. Read.
Leviticus 21 and verse 5. they shall not make baldness upon their heads.
So that's one law. He said, look, do not bald your head. You ain't doing that. I see hair on your head. But we got brothers that's doing that, right? They balding it like Tyrese, Michael Jordan, Charles Barkley. Celebrities that's doing it, even brothers in the neighborhood doing it now. So he said, look, children of Israel, y'all can't bald your head. Let it grow. Read.
Neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard.
Now what did he just say then? What that mean? Come on, I want you to explain to me what you think that mean. Okay, hold on, man. You just said we got to get that white man off top of us, man. So you going to walk away and let him stay on top of us, and we going to find a solution to get him off us.
Bring it out. I want the solution.
Okay, well, we got to get it then.
My grandson over here.
Okay, well, answer this law right here we just read. What he said you got to do to your beard? Meaning what? What you think that mean? You can't cut it off. You see these men out here with beards growing? This how you supposed to let yours grow. Why? Because that's a law of God. Remember he said, obey all my commandments. Then we'll get the wicked off top of us. Man, we tired of letting these people rule over us. This the only way God gonna deal with it. Give me Hosea 5:15. This the only way God gonna deal with us, man. If we continue to run around here breaking all God's commandments, God is not dealing with us as a nation of people. Why you think we always stressed out? Why you think we live in paycheck to paycheck? Why you think we feel the clinics? Why you think Big Mama and them stay with gout and diabetes?
Bring it out.
Is just a disease meant to be on us, or we doing something we ain't got no business doing? What you say? We doing something we ain't got no business doing. Watch this.
Hosea chapter 5 verse 15. I will go and return to my place.
This God speak. He said, I'm going to go and return to my place. I'm going to go back home. And to what?
Till they acknowledge their offense.
He said, look, I'm going to go chill until we acknowledge our offense. What meaning what? We got to realize, man, we've been breaking all God's laws and we ain't even know it. We've been breaking all God's laws. But the thing about God's laws, whether you know them or not, it's still judgment on the back end.
Bring it out.
Because the laws was only given to us, to our foreparents. So we don't break them, we still under the covenant. The covenant ain't gone. Who was the first covenant given to? Okay, so that mean what? You gotta let your beard grow, right?
That's right.
What you say?
I said that's right.
So when I see you again,
see me.
next time I see you, get what else?
And then how long y'all gonna be right here though?
We gonna be out here at least about 2.
Okay, I'll be right back.
That's what I'm saying, but look here. That ain't the only law, bro. We need to get these folks from on top of us.
I know it.
Guess another law. Let me ask you, what you think we can and we cannot eat? You eat pork? Do you eat pork? I can't hear you. What you say?
I said no. No, I don't eat pork. I know better than that.
What about you eat shrimp?
Yeah, I eat shrimp.
You know it's a law against shrimp too, right?
I ain't know that, but I can't.
Okay, watch that again to you. Give me that. Don't run now. Well, you finna take out running. I seen it. Watch this, read this. But the way to love God is keeping his commandments, bro. That's what we trying to teach our people. That we are the children of Israel. We are the biblical Israelites. We must come back to God's commandments. And we cannot eat crawfish and we cannot eat shrimp according to God over at that crawfish place. God said we forbidden to eat those things. That's why we got high blood pressure, gout, diabetes. All them is sicknesses God is putting on us for eating defiled food. God said we can't eat the crawfish. Read this.
Leviticus chapter 11 and verse 9. These shall ye eat of all that are in the water.
Now he giving us what we can eat in the water. God said we forbidden to eat shrimp though. We forbidden to eat crawfish though. But he finna give us what we can. Hey bro, let me ask you this. Do you eat shrimp? But do you eat it? Okay, but God said we can't eat it. Did you know that? Watch this. I want you to listen. Read this.
These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters, whatsoever hath fins and scales.
So God said, only thing we can eat in the water, it must have fins and scales. Do crawfish got fins and scales? Nope. Say bro in the wheelchair. What's your name? Say bro in the electric wheelchair. We trying to show our people that we come after God's laws we get glory. We don't be lame. Our bones become strong again when we get our rulership back. Give me that in Revelation. What is that, Revelation 3? When he said, no, you won't be no more. Let me say 3 and 1. Let me see.
No more pride.
Yeah. What's your name, bro? Huh? What's your nationality? Let me ask you that.
Yoruba.
Huh?
Nigerian.
You Nigerian? Your dad Nigerian?
Absolutely. Yes, sir.
So your dad Nigerian?
Yes.
Okay, we got people over there. Man, the scripture say the spirit bear witness. But we are here to teach our people who are the Israelites, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. But we do understand that, give me Deuteronomy 4:27, that our people, the Israelites, is in all lands, is in all places. So we sending the message out to the Israelites. The spirit bear witness who we are. So if your spirit bear witness with this, you might be just the Israelite. Lord, we don't know. We come out to spread the message to the people that receive the message. You feel me? Watch this, read this.
Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 27. And the Lord shall scatter you among the nations.
So he told the Israelites, the Lord gonna scatter us amongst the nations. So guess where we at? We everywhere. You name it, we there. But why we in all these nations and not in our own land? Let me ask you this, Pops. If we the Israelites, right? We should have a land, because every nation got a land. The Chinese, man, where they laying at? China. The Japanese, man, where they laying at? In Japan, right? So we are the Israelites. Where's our land at? What's our land? Y'all want somebody to give me an answer? What would you say, Pops? United States. But we was brought over here how? By ship. So is this really our land? Or this the land we was led captive? What would you say? It's the land we was carried captive. Watch this. I'm going to show you that we do have a homeland. We do. But we don't know that land because we lost our identity. We've been disconnected. Hold up before you get there. Give me Jeremiah 17 and 4. The reason we don't know our homeland, the reason we don't have our own language, because you talk to the Chinaman, what kind of language they speak? Chinese. Japanese speak Japanese or Chinese, whatever you speak. So all these nations speak their own tongue or their own language from the country they came from, right? But what language do we speak? English. Now, did we speak English before we got here? Good. Watch this, watch this. That's why we are here trying to enlighten our people that we have our own language, that we lost it, that we have our own land, but we lost it. Now we're trying to show our people the solution to get everything back that belongs to us. Read this.
Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4. Read. And thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thine heritage.
So he said, look, y'all gonna discontinue from y'all inheritance. What does that mean? What does that mean, Pops? We shall discontinue from our inheritance. What you say, bro? What that mean?
Discontinue from our inheritance.
Thou shalt discontinue from y'all inheritance.
Well,
I'm saying, what do you think that means? That's what I'm asking.
I'll tell you like this is what, to me, I'm a prime example of it. When I say that, I call myself...
No, I ain't talking about that. You gotta listen to what I'm saying. What do you think this... I want you to explain only this. What you think this scripture is saying? Thou shalt discontinue from thy inheritance.
It's self-explanatory.
What it's saying?
Yes, black people that are over here come from a different land. Those we are the people that God is talking about.
Okay, you're right. So he's saying we shall disconnect from our culture, our language, our land, our laws. We shall discontinue, meaning we will come unplugged from it. So when some come unplugged, it lose what? It lose power. It lose power, right? So now he said we have what?
And thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee.
So he said, look, you're going to come unplugged from your power that I gave you, or your heritage, or your culture, or your language, or your land that God gave us, and what?
And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
How we got over here? On what? On ships. Did we know this land when we got here? Did we know this land as far as the blacks who came through in slavery? Did they know the land when they got here? No. They was disconnected from everything, right? God said he was gonna cause this to happen to us. Why? Why did God allow that to happen to us? Why we lost our language? Do you want your language back? Your own tongue, your own language. Because you go in there to see the Chinaman, you go in the Chinaman store and they talk amongst each other. We don't know what they talking about. But we talk amongst them, they know everything we saying. You see that? Now, we should want to get back to our language. You don't know what we talking about or something. But how do we get back to everything? How do we get our power back? Give me Romans 3:3. How do we get all this stuff back, man? We tired of being on the bottom. I know you tired of rocking through Mobile. You need somebody to come pick you up and, huh? We gotta be restored back to our God. As who though? African Americans? As who? Because who is God chosen people to who? The Israelites, right? The Israelites, God say in Deuteronomy 28:6, the Israelites are gonna go into slavery on slave ships. The Israelites was gonna lose their land like the Native Americans. They were gonna lose their cattle, their oxen. They were gonna lose all their stuff. They was gonna lose so much of their land. They were gonna lose so much. And they lost it, right? Now how do we get restored back to it? As what, the African Americans? As the Native Americans? Or as what? The Israelites. If we the Israelites, we gotta go back to God as the Israelites. And he said, the Israelites my chosen people. We can't step in front of them and say, look, I'm African American, God, deal with me. It don't work like that. We gotta come back to who we are. Right? Now what's the advantage of us coming back to who we are? Watch this, read.
Verse 1. What advantage then hath the Jew?
So he said, look, what advantage have us coming back to God as the Jew? What is the advantage? Read.
Or what profit is there of circumcision? Much every way.
He said, man, in every way. That's the advantage. In every way. Read.
Chiefly because that unto them.
Because unto the Jews, what gives them advantage? Chiefly because of what?
Of them were committed the oracles of God.
He said, look, the Jews got the oracles of God. The Jews got the covenants. Who the covenant was given to in the Bible? Do you know? Do you know, bro? Who? The Jews. So when we come back to God, who we need to come back to God as? As the Jews, the Israelites.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.